Hey my loves, welcome to my channel. My name is LYDIA MEGGISON, and if this is your first time here, I do beauty videos, lifestyle videos and business advice videos. So stay tuned today. If this is not your first time here, thank you for always coming back, my love. I really do appreciate you. Mwah. As you can see, I'm wearing a blazer today, even if I feel like this look is not really giving, but let's just get on with it. Today is going to be a business advice video. I'm going to be talking about strategies for social media branding for your business or a personal brand. So these are the things that you are supposed to look out for. These are the things that you're supposed to actually do to help your social media branding. These are the real things they are supposed to do to boost your social media branding efforts. So this is the last series of the social media branding video. I already did 2 parts. I did the myths and just the basics of social media branding. So if you've not seen those videos, just try and look up here or here. I don't know, I'm thinking here it should be up here. So watch those videos, and so you can just stay updated and you can have all the knowledge. There are 3 parts of these videos because it's packed with knowledge. So let's just get right into the video to avoid too much talk. So in my previous videos, I always say that social media branding can make or mar your business. It just depends on how well or how you use it. So these are the things that I spoke about in my other videos, so do well to watch it. And I'm just going to be going right into the strategies because we've talked a lot. So it's not just about building a social media presence, just creating an Instagram page, creating a LinkedIn profile, creating a WhatsApp or whatsoever it is that you want to, a TikTok. It's not just about creating videos anymore. It's about building a very strong online presence that will help you drive traffic, that will help you increase your sales, and also create leads for your business or even your personal brand. And while you are doing this, you can also try different approaches to also build a strong audience that will show that you should show these people that you care about them. You show a strong relationship between you and your audience. So you should also bear in mind that as more people realize these things, it can also make the social media space very crowded. Maybe you see that if you go on Instagram, you search hair in Lagos or shoe in Lagos, you see so many pages, so many. There's sometimes that I even search my business, ring lights in Lagos, and there are just so many of them, even before I see my own name. Even when I'm searching with another, even when I'm searching with my own account, you see so many people before you see yourself. And funny thing is that this used to not be the case. When I started my business, there were very few people selling ring lights in Lagos, unlike people that sell clothes, shoes and all of that. So you can see that as more people are coming to realize that okay, there is a space for them to portray their business, there's space for them to sell their markets, there's a space for them to advertise their brand. Everything is getting crowded. Like when I search for my page on Instagram, I'm always number 4, I'm always number 3. Sometimes it just depends on what is happening on Instagram that day or during that period. If my page is moving very well, I'll be like number 1. But it just shows that the space is getting crowded, and it is time for you to jump in with the strategies I'm about to mention. If you want to do social media branding, you have to have a complete plan, a complete guideline of all the things that you are supposed to be doing. At least, let me not even say it's supposed to be complete, but you have to start somewhere. So I'm going to be sharing with you the tips and all the strategies that I've used, I've tried over the years, and they have worked for me. They've proven to show results, and let's just get right into it. So the first one is choose and leverage the most appropriate social network. So basically for me, I use Instagram right now mostly to advertise my business. I also use WhatsApp to just show that I'm on there, to just show that because when people come from Instagram, there are some people that are always scared to order on Instagram. So when they come from Instagram to WhatsApp, you see that you have a social media on WhatsApp, and WhatsApp now has a catalog store. They have like a profile stuff. So when people come to your page, it's not like you just get a number and they just save it and all of that. When they even get to your page on WhatsApp, they can see that you have a store already laid out on WhatsApp. It's for you to even choose where you want to advertise your business. I spoke about this when I was trying to explain how I started my business. You have to choose where you want to advertise and be able to milk that market, leverage that market to the core, because that is where you've chosen to stay. That is where you've chosen to stand your ground. When I started my business on WhatsApp, because I just started advertising to family and friends, people that had my phone number and all of that, it wasn't doing a lot for me, in the sense that I had to always wait for referrals. I always had to wait for reposts and all of that stuff. I was not reaching, because WhatsApp is limited to people that you only have their number and stuff like that. But when you move on to places like Instagram, and I eventually moved on to a place like Instagram. I had my store on Instagram in about a month after I had started my business, or a few weeks or so. So I moved on there, and when I started using Instagram, not knowing how to leverage it, I felt like I was not, people didn't want to buy from me. I just felt attacked all of a sudden, because I was not knowing, I didn't know how to leverage the market. You have to know certain things to do for you to be able to sell on a particular platform, and that's why you have to have a plan. You have to know how to leverage that market, how to leverage that social network. So it wasn't until the lockdown period that I eventually started to milk the Instagram market a lot. I took some courses, I did research, I just did a whole lot of things. I just found out that what people want to see is that they want to see that you know what you are doing, and it just brings me down to talk about your fonts, your colors on Instagram, your theme. Everything has to look like you know what you are doing, and that's why you have to have a plan, basically, because people want to always buy from, or they always want to be with people that know what they are doing. So everything has to follow. And this just brings me to my second point, and the second point is be consistent with your message. You want to be consistent with the message that you are trying to pass across to your audience, in the sense that you don't want to come across like you don't know what you are doing. Your brand needs to be more involved with your audience, in the sense that they are supposed to use text, fonts and colors that when your prospects see it, or when your audience sees it, they're going to be able to identify it. Especially prospects. For example, I'm going to be using Coca-Cola as a case study. Anywhere you see a Coca-Cola ad, you are going to know that it is a Coca-Cola ad. Maybe it is a video ad, you are going to see people in the video wearing red, or even if they are not even particularly wearing red, you are just going to feel that it is a Coca-Cola ad because of the way it feels. You understand? The way the video feels, there's like this happiness, this bubbly feeling just going on around the video. Even if it's not a video ad, even if it's just a poster, or even if it's on radio, even before they say the name Coca-Cola, you're going to know that it's Coca-Cola because of every other thing that surrounds the ad. Do you understand what I'm saying? It could be the theme of the music, it could be the theme of the video, everything just makes you feel like it's good. And that's what I'm just trying to say. I don't know if you guys can understand what I'm saying, so that you can be able to practicalize it in your business. There are so many times that a customer will call me and say that, I know that they've been speaking to other people, they've been calling other people, they are trying to make an urgent buy, and I say that this is Glory Megs. Immediately I say that they are able to recognize, because of what my page looks like, because of what I've been able to portray, because of the messages I've been able to send with my colors. Everything just goes into your subconscious and just makes you feel like, okay, you know this brand to a certain level, even if you are just seeing it for the first time. Do you understand what I'm saying? People pay attention to these things subconsciously, so it pays off when you are being consistent with the messages you are sending, the pictures you are using, the videos that you are using, how you are doing them. Do you understand what I'm saying? The longer you do these things that I'm talking about, the longer you do them for and you stick to them, not just jumping up and down copying everything that your competitor does. Sometimes I look at some people's pages and I can just see that they are trying to copy other people, they are trying to be another brand, they are trying to be another person. And the longer you do it and you stick to it, the better results you see, because the more maybe you try to do a sponsored ad video, a sponsored ad post, when people see it, they'll be like, okay, that's when you say, okay, I've seen this before, and that's why when brands like Coca-Cola, I'm going to use them again, they run their ads, or let me just say GC Bank, for example, you are singing along because you feel like, okay, yes, you've seen this before, you've heard it before. Even if you cannot remember where you've heard it from, you know that, okay, yes, you've heard it before. And that's just everything that comes together to form that feeling that you have when you see a brand. So I'm just going to give you guys some quick pointers. When you should have a particular color that you use, a color guide that you use for your page. So I use white and pink for Glow Meg Store, and not just any type of pink. I have my color code written down somewhere, so even if I want to start working, because I design all my stuff with Canva, even if you want to start working with a designer, even if I want to start working with a designer, I'm going to be giving him my color code for my brand. I'm going to be giving him the font code, like the font name that I use, the font size that I use, because if you go to my page, everything is cohesive. I'm not just using any type of pink, I'm using a particular type of pink. I'm not just using any type of font, I'm using that particular type of font. These are the things that will register, these details will register subconsciously in the mind of a prospect, a client, and your audience, or even the leads they are trying to attract to your brand. Yeah. So the more you do these things, the better it will be for your brand, for your business, for anything they are trying to build or market on social media. Yeah, so it doesn't even matter if you are just trying to start out or not. The earlier you get on the train, the better for you. And these are just the little things that differentiates a brand that knows what they are doing, or a brand that even tries to better their brand, and a brand that doesn't even know what it is or what strategies to use for their social media. And that's why I'm bringing this video to you, to make things very, very easy for you, because all until I knew this, I wasn't like, this changed the game for me and my business, trust me. So every social media platform has the potential to build your brand, as long as you are consistent with it and your audience can rely on that, because this would help you build trust and rapport. At the end of the day, it will help people to see that, okay, this person is always going to be here for our education, our entertainment, our services, our products, and all of that, to also make them to always want to come to you. Build trust, build customers, bring money to you. Yeah, so this is moving on to the third thing that I'm going to be talking about today, and the third thing is post as frequently as possible. I learned this from a friend of mine, MRN Online Store, Omarisola, because she always posts every day. Ever since she has started her business, we started our business in school together around the same time. Ever since she has started, she always posts every day. Even on the days where business is not going, on the weeks, on the months where business is not going everywhere, she always shows up. And this would help show your customers that you are always going to be there, you're always going to be there serving them, because while you are maintaining a very, very beautiful page, a very, very beautiful website, a very, very beautiful storefront, and all of that, if you are posting consistently and you're posting very, very valuable content can be entertainment, it can be education, and if you are a business, you are supposed to be able to mix these two together to give 100% value to your audience. I know that posting every day can be an extreme sport, but you can just create a content calendar for these things. You post things about your business or services, your products, like the uses, the disadvantages of the product, the disadvantages of, like, trust me, everything in life has disadvantage or advantage. I know you're looking at me now like, my stuff doesn't have disadvantage. You can just say, let me say, case study, disadvantages, or maybe you have you have a product, disadvantages of handling your products this way, and it just goes to show that you can also call it maintenance, but you can. I'm just giving you content ideas here, trust me. These are the things that you can use to create your content calendar, because I learned that content calendar stuff from Trisha Biz. Yeah, she is like a business expert on Instagram. She talks and has classes on Instagram, on Zoom, and all of that. So I learned creating my business content calendar from her. So this is what you should do when you create a content calendar. You won't be stressed, you won't be bothered, because when on the 1st of May comes, you have content for 1st of May. When 2nd of May comes, you have content for 2nd of May. When 30th of May comes, you have content for 30th of May. So this is what's going to help you post consistently. And while you are creating content calendar, you don't have to really stress, because you know that, okay, this follows this follows that. Imagine you want to do, okay, because if you are posting product, services, people can get bored. People will tend to unfollow you because you are bombarding them with information that they've seen before and they are bored of. So when you post like a product or a services, and you say, okay, the uses, the benefits, the maintenance of these products, people would want to watch. Okay, even if they already have that product, you are helping somebody. Trust me, you're helping somebody in the sense that when you post the maintenance of a certain product, they'll be able to go home, even when they already have that product, they'll be able to go home and use your tips on their product. And trust me, when they want to refer somebody, they are not going to refer the person they bought it from, because that person did not teach them how to maintain it. That person did not give them those tips on how to maintain it. They would refer the person that wants to buy it to you, because they feel like you are going to take proper care of the referral they are giving to you, or the person that they are referring to you. So the next one I'm going to be talking about is find your brand voice. So I've spoken about this in other videos, and every brand has what differentiates it from other brands. Brand A has a brand voice that differentiates it from another brand, and this just goes to show the personality of both brands different, because when you look at two brands, you can see that, okay, this brand personality is different from this brand personality, and this is what eventually connects the audience to a particular brand. Imagine if there's brand A and brand B, there's an audience of 100%. If brand A has a strong personality, a strong brand voice, 90% of that audience is going to be connected to brand A, and 10% is going to be connected to brand B, because they do not have as much a strong brand voice or a strong brand personality that people can connect with as much as brand A. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm talking about. Brand personality could be friendly, it could be playful, it could be authoritative, it could be entertaining, it could be, I don't know, if I'm just trying to drop this tips so that you can be able to look back at yourself or look at what other people are doing and find your own brand voice, what your brand can. There's this brand I love so much on Instagram, Naxa Fitness. They deal with women that have, because that anytime I look at the brand, that's what I see, women that have PCOS and just reproductive health issues, or even just digestive health issues. They really know what they are doing. They know what they are doing, because when you see that brand, you can just relate to it in some way or the other, because what they are selling is something that everybody needs, every woman needs. They have a list of products, and they've been able to portray their products in entertaining ways, in educative ways. I saw something somewhere that says that a brand that does not, a fake brand or a brand that doesn't know what they are doing, the only strategy they have is fear. And if you look at me here, I've not mentioned you saying when you want to sell, use fear, make people want to buy your product. That is not going to be sustainable, trust me. I'm really passionate about these things, because when I learned them, like, it changed the game for me. It changed the game like a whole lot for me, and I just wish that people will be able to click this video and just stay to this very end, because these are some gems that I'm dropping here, you know. I was saying that your brand personality could be inspiring, it could be professional, it could be entertaining, it could be educative, it could be all of that. These are the things that would help you connect to your audience. Honestly, these things take time to develop and pass across to your audience, in the sense that before you even find your brand voice, it could take time, and before you now start being able to pass across to your audience in an effective manner, they are going to accept, and they are going to enjoy, and they are going to be able to just accept, really. So it takes time to cultivate, it takes time to find. So I'm going to give you 2 ways that you can just be able to quickly find them and pass them across very speedily. And the first one is not using templates. Every business owner now, even when you hand over your business to social media managers or design artists, they use Canva to create designs for your page. And talking about the fonts and all of that, I know that fonts cannot be changed, all of that. You can just, they're just like there are like thousands of fonts that you can use basically, but the ones on Canva are limited, so you just pick and choose the one for your brand. But what other things that differentiate it are also the designs, the music, the vibe that just goes with your business and all of that. So not using templates. When you go into Canva, you see that there are templates. When you even go to all the design platforms, like for videos or for pictures, they are already templates. Do not use them. Personally, I like to create my own design from the scratch. Like, I open the design app, I go to blank, and I just start creating, because that is when you know what is you know what your brand is about, so you can already feel the feeling. So you just need to be able to put them on the design so that you can show the world, and they can also be able to feel what you are feeling. I don't know, I'm very passionate about this. It's so sweet to talk about, it's so sweet to share, because I've always wanted to share this with you guys. And when you use templates, your audience can tell, because most of them have seen these things somewhere. They've seen other business owners do it, they've seen other brands do it. They can tell, and it will not help you build trust. They'll just feel like you are a cheat. They'll feel like you are lazy. They'll feel like you are going for the short, the easy way out. I'll put it that way. They'll feel like, it's not like they'll just feel these things. Most of the time, all these things I'm talking about is just their subconscious giving them these ideas. But it's actually true, because when you do it yourself, they see that, oh, they've never seen this before, this is nice. And to cause them to stop and listen to what you have to say or see what you have to offer. What I'm going to be talking about is include subtle but consistent branding. When you are branding your business, when you are branding anything, you don't want to be too out there. Just you want it to be subtle, because people tend to get bored easily. So you want it to be subtle, but you also still want it to be consistent, in the sense that if your logo is red and white, when you are creating a design, you want to be able to match it with your design that you're making, whether it is video, whether it is flyer, whether it is picture, whether it is whatever it is that you want to be able to match it with your logo, so that everything, because when you put that logo on the design, or when people come to your page and they see your logo and they see what you are doing, everything just boils down to being very cohesive. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's why I'll still talk about Coca-Cola. When you see Coca-Cola advert red, when you see Coke is red, their logo is red, there's this feeling that comes in the video, this red feeling, there's this gold, like everything just makes you feel like, you know. Personally, for me, I use black, white and pink, and my logo is pink. Globe Meg's logo is pink. So for everything that I want to do, I would consider the white, the black and the pink. And that is even to where I take my pictures. I take my pictures on a white background. My frame is black and white, and even if I want to do any design on that picture, it has to be pink, or it has to just be black, basically, because I'm trying to not confuse my audience. I'm trying to give them something to look at, something to be happy about when they are looking at it. Final tip is optimize your bio. This is a real job for some people. When I was doing my research, I find that people help you optimize your bio on LinkedIn, and people also do it on Instagram. So you pay a certain amount and they will help you optimize your bio. When I'm talking about optimize your bio, I'm trying to say that you do not want to be confused. You do not want your audience to be confused. When they come to your page, you don't want them to be thinking that, okay, what's this person doing? These are pictures of hairs. Why is this person posting inspirational quotes? Why is this person posting Bible verses on their page? Is this a church that sells hair? I'm just trying to give examples. So when you are optimizing your bio, you want people to know what you are doing. You want people to know where you are, where they can come and get these services, where they can come to get these products that you are trying to offer them. So just basically having a very clear representation of what you are doing, a very clear representation of your address. If you have a store or you have a pickup location, your phone number is supposed to be there, your email is supposed to be there. Like, just go straight to the point. We don't want you beating around the bush. We don't want you saying come to the DM to ask for price. We don't want you, don't do that. Don't do that. People that say no refund or no refund or this, or you are just driving away your customers, because when you write those certain things on your bio, you are driving away your customers. You want to optimize your bio with all the things that I have mentioned, put these things into practice. And I feel like this video is still going to, more tips are going to come up during the course of me uploading videos, because this is a very wide topic. As far as I'm concerned, if you feel like this is just all, no, you have to continue to do your research. You have to continue to put these things that I have said into play, so that you can be able to start seeing results. And even if you are not, because surely you see results, whether bad or good. So after you see results, you know if you are supposed to tone it down or take it up a notch. So I just hope that I've been able to help you today, and we've come to the end of this series. We've come to the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. See you on my next one.